How you doing, man? You alright? Enjoyed surfing down on the beach? Yeah, I gave up, man. I fell in like 4 times, so yeah, it's not my thing, but you're like a natural. You're like the coolest dude I know, and I wouldn't want to spend my summer with anyone else in the camper van mooching about. It's been great. Yeah, I know. You've enjoyed it, but you've not been able to party like you normally do, but this is good. I think we've been able to recharge our batteries and fully focus. I mean, we're at a serious club now. This is a chance where me and you could really make a name for ourselves in world football, lay a real foundation for our future. And I've loved it. I'm honestly, like I said, I'm fully focused. I've spent all day on the phone to agents, doing a bit of planning. We've got some good players coming in, some good players coming up from the youth team, and some good players we already had. Good, exciting young team that hopefully can go and win something this year. So I am really, really, really excited. And I promise you, if we do anything special this year, you can go and let off some steam, do what you want, drink what you want, take what you want, have sex with what you want. As long as it's not a goal, I'm fine. So yeah, let's just work hard. Yeah, are we up for it? I'm up for it. I cannot wait to get going this year. So the holiday's nearly over. We need to set off back to Rome in the morning. So let's go by the fire, have a couple of beers, put the worlds to rights, and look at the stars. No cuddling. I'm not going to cuddle you again. That is not happening. Well, welcome to my 2.5 season here with Lazio, whatever you want to call them. You go with the flow. I don't mind. I won't call you out on it. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this. Bashed the season out of the last 3 days, pretty much. And I've had a lot of ups. I've had a couple of downs. But I have genuinely loved playing it. And even though this game's nearly a year old, I am still loving playing FM21. And we're so close-ish to FM22, really. It'll be here before we know it. That game has a lot to live up to. Now, the first thing, we are upgrading our training facilities and youth facilities, and we did the youth recruitment again. I think we did all that last year, so there's progress. I love a bit of progress. We've also expanded the coaching team, the physio team, so the staff was amazing as it was, and it's even better. So we've made a lot of deals, a lot of freebies. I showed you them in the last episode. A lot of guys have come in. Not all of them are going to play because of the foreigner rule, where you can only sign 2 foreigners a season, so they'll get loaned out. I've spent a bit of money. I'll show you that in a minute. And I've sold players I wanted to sell, but I sold one player I was going to keep. But I got some crazy ass bid from China, so I couldn't say no. But it was a very interesting summer. Now I've got the average age down again by a year. Not done that on purpose, but it's the way this club is going. We are young and we are hungry. So as I said, we brought a lot of players in on a free, 3 of them, and I also signed some good young players for minimum fees. One player was signed, cost me 10 million, going to go up to 30. He's a cracking player. I'm going to show you some of them. I'm not going to go through the whole squad like I did in the last episode, because you saw a lot of the players there, and there's not been much change with some of them. So I'm just going to show you the newer guys and maybe some of the key guys. But it's the guys out. If you have a look here, Milanese went to Leicester for 15 million. He was 32, but still a world-class midfielder. Got him off the wage bill. Cabona was the English lad who could play at centre-half and right-back, who I quite liked, but had to sell a non-EU player for this new guy, and the new guy's worth it. Sold Ferrante, sold the striker, Ayamati is how we say his name, to Marseille. And Michael Kemp, who doesn't sound very Italian, was Lazio through and through. They came in with 17 million at first, and I said no. But they kept upping it, and eventually I got 39 million going up to 51. So my under-18s, it was made up of me under-18s and a lot of players from the under-20s, won the league for the first time in 14 years. I think they won the first ever, and they've never won it since. They also won the Super Cup, whatever that is, the under-18 Super Cup, so they did very, very well, and there are some good little players in that youth team. Some of them had loaned out last year. So yeah, I'm giving youth a chance, man. You've got to go for it. But this is who we're competing with, and it's Juventus, and they have, they've recouped a bit of money, but they have spent big. I'll show you Tim Manning, guy they bought from Man City for 134 million. That's just one player. Lauriciano, 22-year-old Italian, Juve boy. Amazing striker. Scores so many goals for them. Probably one of the best striker, if not the best striker on the game. We kind of broke that mould a bit. Obviously, I'd love to push for that title, just to keep improving every year. It would do me. Now, you'll see my new lad, Alvaros. What a player he is, by the way. The centre-half has made the dream team. But I was just looking at the other clubs and I found something. I don't think I've ever seen him be a manager. Genuinely not. Neymar, with his little podgy belly, have you seen that in the press? Put a bit of timber on over the summer. Is the manager of Napoli. We're in a pretty good spot. 56 in the bank, 69, just shot 70 to spend. Like I've spent a bit, but I brought a bit in. But yeah, loving it. I think we're doing really, really well here. And I mean, this Juventus thing is going to be tough. Can I do it? I don't know. I'd like to keep plugging away and do my best. Obviously, it's a Journeyman series. I don't want to stay anywhere too long, but this has got everything in place for me to have a really good run here. Let's have a look at the new players, and the first one is Matthew Rodriguez. Spent a bit of money on this lad, like 30 million. It's going to go up. Like the rest of it's spread out. He's elite. He's come from Lyon. Now he's got him on as a right back. I've brought him in as a centre half. Now this lad, wonderkid goalkeeper, I've got it for a minimum fee. From Argentina, 20 years old. I've just got. I can't get him in there yet. I'm going to have to wait till next season, so I was going to try and loan him out. Dario Gazzola. What a name. It's like Gazza and Zola had a baby. How good's that? Now, I didn't actually find this lad. I used to ignore a lot of them transfer meetings and do my own thing, but I've started to use them a bit more. You know, go into the meeting, see what they come up with. And this was one of them. Now, Dario is obviously Italian and 18, but he's never played in Italy. He's been at Racing Club his entire youth career. Now, the last player out of all the ins that's going to be in the squad is this lad, Alvalos, in the Dream Team. Again, a wonder kid. Brilliant signing. Obviously, scouted him. I like to always, whenever I go anywhere, I'll scout the country I'm in. Young players, good players, players coming to end of the contract. But I always scout Brazil and Argentina. It's always worth a shot. But like I said, it's not all been about spending money. I've kind of saved some money by going into that youth team and giving guys a little chance here. So there's a couple of lads that have been bumped up and upgraded. One is my young goalkeeper, Rosario Ogningbene. I'm so good at pronouncing names. I should become like a translator or something like that. But yes, only 17, but brought him in as my backup. We have Andres Marquez, who assigned last year. But obviously that foreigner rules stuff, he couldn't play, so he went out on loan to Trabzonspor and now he's come back. Next up is Vincenzo Derece from the youth team. Had a few years in the youth team, went out on loan to Sampdoria. He was out on loan at Sampdoria when I took over halfway through a season. Last year he was in the under-20s, but he did play 2 games for me. Carlo Zaule. Carlo, been here 6 years, only ever played 2 games for the first team, and I don't think that was with me. It was the year I took over, but I never played him. I think when I looked at the team, I didn't think he was ready, and he was been down below, but I upgraded him because again he's a wonder kid and he's got potential. Last but not least, I've promoted Domenico Pinelli, 19-year-old. He's not a wonder kid. Fucking hell, I feel like bloody hell, dude. He's not a wonder kid. What are you doing? What's going wrong here? But he's a good little player. Very cheap. His contract's coming up. I'm pretty sure I saw that out. He has a lot of interest from other clubs. So this is my assistant's favourite team. I don't 100% agree with it. Gomez on the left, yeah. Xavier behind the striker. Diallo, yeah, probably. Morales is quality on paper, but as you saw last year when he got injured, and he keeps on getting injured, these good young kids that are going to just keep pushing him out of the way. In the middle, we've got Bosun, but Veronese is a good player. You saw him last episode. He's good. He's a good squad player, Italian, 26, I think he is. But again, I've got Patricio on loan from Benfica. Both him and Xavier in their second year of their loans, and they're not a lot of money. They're worth like 7 million and 8 million. So I thought I want to try and save my money because I like them both and I'd love to sign them. So we've got Patane, the guy we got from Barca at left back. Centre halves, I think we stacked. You know, I brought in new guys who are quality. We've still got the young German from last year who's good squad player, Rutkowski, and I've got Bucciano. I'm probably butchering his name. Butcheriano, his name. But he's a freaking beast. He's been here forever. Good, solid centre half. A quick look at pre-season, and we got through it undefeated. Wasn't 100% perfect. I did organise a tournament. It got cancelled last minute. Couldn't be asked for a new one. Bit late to do it, so we just played 2 big rivals. Why not? Test ourselves in pre-season. Started with Celtic. Went on a training camp to America. Played some teams while we were there. Austin FC. Matthew McConaughey. Do you know the actor? I only found out recently. He's like one of their major owners. Goes down to the pitch in like a green suit and all that. I jump forward to January and we're going to jump straight into the Champions League. I mean, we got to a final last year, which I think was amazing. We only won, well, there's a period where I didn't win 4 games on the bounce. And over the whole course of it, I only actually won 4 games. And we matched, I think, Real Madrid in that final. We were this close. So, could we do it again? Well, we did it a lot better this year. We looked a lot better. Got put in a so-called tough group. Valencia, Dortmund and Zenit. 1-5, drawn 1. And the one I drew, if we go all the way down, was the last game against Dortmund. But, you know, I mixed it up a bit there, giving guys a rest because we're already through against Dortmund. They're all our wins. Played some fantastic football. The other Dortmund game was a cracker. This is the league table at roughly the halfway point. Top of the league by 3 points. Only drawn 2 games. Undefeated. And look who the second highest goal scorer is in the league. Miles behind Ciano, the superstar I showed you earlier, who is the best player in the league. But what a way to start. The thing is with this, Juve are so good over the course of the season. They'll spend again in January. They have got loads of money somehow. But we're up there and we're pushing and we're cracking. But you have to be undefeatable to even get anywhere near them. If you start to slip, the wheels can come off. But it's progress, and I think we're a good little team here, and I was proud of it that I've given guys a chance, and we've gone out there and given kids a game, and we brought. I just love it, and I'm also going to try and do it again this year. Before I show you the results in the league so far, this is what I was up to at this point, and you can see I'm in a load of contract talks with a lot of players. I think there's just one player that turns me down, and look at this. These, right? I mean, all I do you want to say at the start of the season, I'll go out there and I'll look at maybe under 19s, under 21s, and I scout. All players are like scout. And then when it gets to January, I'll go into that shortlist and I'll just look at players whose contracts are running out in 6 months. And some years you're at a jackpot and there's a cracking couple of good young players here. Some are WONDERKIDS, some are just good young players. All of them 5-star potential. Started off great with 1-0 win. We drew with Milan. Fair enough, it's Milan. And then went on a fantastic run here. Fantastic. We battered Neymar. Is that his new name? Neymar. And his Napoli team 4-0. Beat Juve 2-1. And this season is just going to be all about us and Juve. Trust me. Wait till you see. We beat Inter Milan. Easy peasy. I'm just about at this point to play the Rome derby, so can't complain. Obviously the Italian Cup hasn't started yet at this point in the season. Also there's a couple of good things. Well, one good thing, we're on a 23 match unbeaten run, and that gets extended a bit, but it's a new club record. But there was also recently some really bad news. Diallo had broken his foot, which wasn't fun. Now he's broke his foot before. I don't know if it's the same foot. He went out for as long, I don't think, last time. This time, though, we were looking at 2 to 3 months. The thing is, I've been really pushing Zauli up top. If I let my assistant, because I do like to do this sometimes, I don't use it, but sometimes I'll see what my assistant thinks about picking a team to see what the computer thinks when it looks at my squad. And I don't agree with what he wants. He wants to play Zauli on a wing. He plays a winger up top. I'm not happy with it. So I don't use that, but I like to see that. But I've been pushing Zauli up top, and he scored me 15 and 21. Now, Diallo, you'll see, is right down the bottom. And he scored 6 and 11 because I was pushing Zauli. But then Diallo was coming back, and I was starting to play him again and putting Zauli out on the wing. And he was scoring, and then he got injured. We went on a bit of a winter camp as well, just to Spain for a bit. I played one game while I was there and gave every lad who needed a bit of match fitness and wasn't playing as much a game. And we beat Granada Lovely weather. And in the Champions League, we had a cracking opportunity here. No offence to Porto. I mean, good club. They've got some good clubs in Portugal. I mean, look at Benfica. They've loaned me 2 absolute beasts for 2 years. 2 little wonder kids who they don't even need. And they're helping Lazio get to Champions League finals. Right, we jump forward to April the 1st. As you can see, I've lost 2 and we've drawn quite a few. And that's what I meant earlier. You have got to be, for us right now, to beat this Juventus side with the players they've got, undefeatable, perfect. And it's tough as the season progresses, the more competitions you're playing, you're picking up injuries, you're picking up fatigue. And they've just got more strength in depth. Even though we can compete against them and we beat them quite often, it's hard. So we're 7 points off the title here. So at this point, there's not many games left. You're thinking, it's going to be a tough ask to win this title, but you can't give up. 27 games unbeaten, and then we got beat off Fiorentina, who are becoming a bit of a force. Then they finished 4th last year, pushing Milan out. So yeah, that was a tough fit, and then it went sketchy after that. But it was a really tough part of the season. So yeah, I was disappointed with a few of these results: Napoli, Bologna, Udinese, Verona. Although my last game, we beat Juventus again in the league. But the Juve freaking Lazio saga is far from over. But let's jump back to the squad, because I've got some good players here. Now, I didn't show you everyone, but I'm going to show you some of them quickly. The left back we got from Barcelona because he wants a new contract. He's a very good little player. We've still got Geffen Rush. He's the 3rd loaner made for 2 years. He's from Manchester United. Now, I'd like to sign him, but he's worth 30 million, and Manchester United have said they will give him a chance in the first team. So this is going to be his last year, but he's given us a good 2 years. And having him has been brilliant because he can cover it right back. So that's okay. Let's have a quick look. Anyone else I didn't show you that I really like? Got Marcos Gomez. Great player. Look how many goals he scored for me in the left wing. Now, last year the Italian Cup was disappointing. A B team did. We drew with Sampdoria, I think, and they beat us on penalties. This year, though, we started off pretty well, winning 4-1 against Spezia. Seriously. Then it was a Rome derby in the quarterfinals. You go from the first round to the quarterfinals. Makes total sense. Spanking Roma. It was on to Fiorentina in a 2-legged semi-final. I'm sure these semi-finals were not long after them beating us in the league, so I was like, oh god. And we drew the first game at home. But never fear, because young Zauli is here. Scored us a goal in the 4th minute. They had a goal disallowed, and they were better than us. Because we've got Juve in the final. Don't forget, Juve, the team that did the double last year. Can we finally do something here and break that mould? Over to the Champions League, and over 2 legs we beat Porto 3-1. Going into the next round, where again the Juve story continues. Because yes, we've drawn them in the Champions League. So I think we've beaten them twice in the league. We've beaten them we did well against them in pre-season. We had some good results against them last season. I think we beat them 4-0 at one point. So yeah, I mean, they're all big time teams here, apart from maybe Borussia Mönchengladbach. But yeah, so it's going to be tough in at Juve. So we jump forward to May, and we'll start with the Champions League. Away at Juve, and we drew 2-2. Great game. Diallo back on the score sheet. Brilliant to see. Matching him in their own freaking stadium. So felt really positive to take them back to our place. But we lost 1-0. That bloody lad they bought from City for 134 million scored him the goal and put him into the semi-finals. In a close game, not the best game, a close game. In the league, we have 2 games left to play. One against Spal, who have already been relegated, and of course Roma, last game of the season. And the title's not over. We're 5 points off at this point. We've qualified for the Champions League. With Fiorentina again. Where's Milan? They are dropping off. But who cares about that? So obviously there's a slim chance we could win the league. We just got to win our last 2 games and hope somehow Juve don't, but I can't see it happening. They've been really, really good this year. Second half of the season, that bad patch there, innit? I mean, we've been on a fantastic run towards the end. Got back into our rhythm. Beating Inter 1-0. Beating Parma, which is good. Beat Sampdoria 1-0. Enjoyed that. So here we are with the cup final. Apparently it's at a neutral stadium and we're both away. But that ain't true. Because of course, the cup final is played at the Olimpico, the national stadium. our stadium that we share with Roma. I'm not saying this is going to give us an advantage, but surely this is our home turf. We've got to have a little advantage here. A little one. So welcome to our stadium, the Olimpico, and welcome to their bloody superstar team, which is freaking scary, really. My team, probably my best team I could put out, with just the issue with up top. Diallo's on the bench, but he's not 100%. But why can't we do this? In fact, you know, we've had a good few battles with them. Pre-season 3-3. We've beat them twice in the league. They only just pushed us out in the Champions League. So whatever it is about us as a team, the way we play, we don't do bad against them, do we? Thank you as always for sticking with the series. I know people, I think sometimes people either they get bored, game's old, they get bored of your series, or especially with this series, because I've given you guys so much say in it, I believe sometimes when I put the vote out there for you and the vote don't go your way, I think some people switch off from that. They go, oh, I didn't want you to go there, and they stop watching, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Here's Manning, the guy who scored the goal to knock us out. Here's Ciano. Yeah, you may or may not know if you watch my Valley series on this. I think I mentioned it. I've got a few, not computer issues. I think my laptop's good, but it's old. It's getting to a stage where it's struggling. But what I am definitely going to be doing is getting a brand new kick-ass, super awesome one. It's going to be like 4 times more powerful in time for FM22. So when I bust out a lot of new content next year, hopefully everything will be looking better, smoother. They're getting a penalty review, which isn't great. Come on, man. You got a young kid waiting to take your place. Ugh. Come on, lads. Come on. There you go. Easy for Marcini. Good little player. Good little right back. And he's giving the ball away again. Fuck's sake. Well done. Cut him out. I like it. Here's Gaza. Dropping deep. He's found Xavier, who's done nothing with it. Here we go, Marcini. Come on, let's get back into it in the first half. Come on, let's keep applying that pressure. Here's Patricio. Back to Marcini. On the right. Back to Patricio. Can someone get it into the danger zone? He has done. Marcos Gomez. 23rd goal of the season. Can't stop scoring from the left wing. Game on. As you can see by the match stats, it's pretty close. I think we've started to come back into it. Find our feet. There we go. Second half. Patane. Can he do anything? He's found Xavier. He's coming forward in the middle, going out wide on the left. He's looking. He's found Patane. Can Patane whip it in Luke Shaw style? No. He's found Oh, right, come on, Gomez. One of the moments where you find someone's head. I nearly said bonce, and then realised quite a few of you might not know what bonce means. Where I'm from, your bonce is your head. But you can see sometimes there's how jittery it can get a little bit. It's not completely smooth. That's only when I'm live commenting because I've got my recording software on as well. Penalty. He's checking and he awards the penalty. Xavier, come on, kid. You scored this, I'm going to buy you. Don't care how much you cost. Come on, man. It's only worth like 8.5 million. Don't know how. And he scored. Well, this is going to be Juventus getting back into it. We've got 13 minutes to go. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully. Well done, Patane. Clear it. Let's see what happens. Gomez on the left into Bosun, who's a good little midfielder. Trying to get it through to Diallo. We can't. Juve are going to get us here. Oh my God. No. Get in there. Get in there. Well done. Well done. Right, here we go. Can we do this? Can we do it? It's been a mad game, but look at our XG. We have been the better team. I think we have edged it and we have been the better team. And this is my first silverware as Lazio manager. It's a special moment. Absolutely buzzing. The progress this team has made, this young team, has been fantastic. And yeah, it always makes you proud when you put a lot of work in, a lot of time in. I feel like I've put more work into this team with planning and everything. I mean, you want to see the state of that pad than any team I've been at on this career so far. So here we are at the end of the season, and as you can see, we did not win the league, although we did give it our best shot. 5 points off. We beat Spal 3-0 away, or Spal. Juve won their game, so they won the league. And then jumping to the last game, we battered Roma in the derby, which is always enjoyable. 5-1, but Juve won 4-1 against Spal. So yeah, congratulations to them. We stopped them doing a double, which is fantastic, and it's definite progress. Unfortunately for me as a United fan, Manchester City won the Champions League, beating Chelsea. Chelsea beat Juve in the semis 4-0 on aggregate. So what a great season. Hopefully everyone at home watching is going to hit that thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if they're new, and follow us on this journey, because I think this journey is just getting good. I think we've had a great season, pushed Juve, won a cup. Maybe next year it'll be our year in the Serie A. Maybe we can get to a European final. I've got a lot of belief in this team and a lot of belief in us, and we're going to have a great season and a great year in our new flat. Yeah, we had to move because of the incident, didn't we? Yeah, let's not talk about the incident. No, I really want to forget about it. No, I don't want to talk about it ever again. New year, new chapter. So, buzzing. I think you go and get us a bottle of red wine, nice Italian red, and we'll sit down and we'll watch a little bit of Limo on Twitch, play some Football Manager. See you next time.